Yay, love all the waves. So we'll just do 30 minutes, but it'll be a lot of like small range of motion, big burn. You just need light weights and a waist-high surface nearby for a little stability. Let's go ahead and get started. So come to a standing position, your feet right under your hips. You want to level and square your pelvis. Hug in between your hip points. Find a little bend to your knees. And then reach your arms up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. But draw your shoulders down away from your ears. All right, we're going to march. We'll start on the left. Take it left, right, right. All right, lifting your knee up towards your chest. You don't have to get that high. But you want to keep your shoulders right over your hips, right? You're not leaning forward. You're trying not to lean back. You're tapping into your core strength right away to find that nice posture. Let's keep the chest lifted as we add a pull down, 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 down. All right, finding big breaths and big reaches. Hands go back up to the sky. And then just little rotate towards your leg. Turn. All right, bringing opposite elbow towards opposite knee. But don't twist your shoulders and hips. Keep your abs really tight. We've got 6 more. Big reaches. All right, 3, 2. Last one left, last one right. Plant your feet. Lift your hands up to the sky, and then we're gonna forward fold. Find a nice stretch here. Down the backs of your legs, firing up your hamstrings. And then walk your hands and feet away from each other. Find a high plank. Spread your fingers really wide. All right, there, I can see you guys. All right, you can't see my feet, but your ankles are stacked right over the balls of your feet, or you drop to your knees. Curl your feet in towards your seat. You're gonna hug your 2 hip bones in towards each other. You're gonna squeeze under your armpits. Wrap your ribs in and down. Lift your belly button towards your spine. Find a nice long neck. Then we're gonna bend and stretch our knees both together. Take a little bend, stretch. Little bend, big reach. Bend, stretch, bend, reach. All right, if you're on your knees, you can drop your hips one at a time. Just find a little hip drop and lift. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. All right, this is a great place to close your eyes. Keep nice long neck. You've got 6 more to hold. Find that little bend in your elbows. Really push down through all 10 finger pads. All right, last one, hold your legs straight. Lift your thigh bones up towards the ceiling. If your hips dropped down, lift them up. If they piked up to the sky, drop them down. Find that straight line, that's where it's hardest. From your head to your heels. You lengthen, you engage. You're gonna find a child's pose, not yet. 10 seconds, you can do it. Hug your 2 hip points towards each other on the front side of your belly. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Come on down, find that child's pose. Maybe a little relief for your wrists. You can roll your wrists around. Big breath in and out. All right, then you're going to come to a forearm plank. Elbows right under your shoulders. Walk, step your legs back. Find that long line. All right. You want your shoulders right over your elbows, and then draw your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen all the way from the crown of your head to your heels. You can keep your legs just hip width apart or a little bit wider for more support. From here, we're gonna tap our hands forward. So you're gonna push down through your right forearm, tap your left fingers forward, and then lower your left forearm down, tap your right hand forward. I'm gonna take my legs just a little bit wider for more support, and tap. This is really slow. If you want less, just hold it. If you want more, reach your arm up, palm to the ground. Reach, and then lower. Whew. hand, and then walk your feet back, hips distance apart, and just hold. I want you guys to stay right there. Hug your abs up and in. As they get tired, they might kind of drop to the floor. Lift your belly button in, feel that engagement. Hugging your hip points tight. Draw your shoulders down your back. Breathe. We're gonna find a dolphin stretch. I'll talk you through that in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet in, kind of like a down dog with your forearms down. Push your hips back. Shoulders stay over your elbows. And then rise up, downward dog stretch. Hands. Plant, you push your heart back towards your thighs. A little paddle out through your knees. All right, then drop to your knees. Sweep your legs around in front of you. We're gonna find high C curve. All right, whew, those planks were hard for me. I hope you guys are feeling it too. All right, squeeze your ankles, knees, and thighs together. Hold on lightly behind your hamstrings, and then lean back. Tuck your tailbone under. Draw your belly down and in. We're gonna find a little tuck and curl. Here we go. You tuck your hips, curl your ribs. Tuck your pelvis under, find a little lift. So it's just a tuck and lift. As you tuck your hips, you're leaning back a little, then curl. You take a little tip and curl. Tuck and curl. All right, 2 more. Then we're gonna hold. All right, tuck your hips. Reach your arms long. You're gonna take it right arm lifts, left arm lowers, and switch. Switch. If this feels like too much, meaning your abs kind of are popping out, hold on with one hand. Just do one arm at a time. You take it, switch, and switch. You don't have to follow me exactly what you want this to be. Pretty slow. Like imagining your arms moving through mud. Really push up, draw down. And switch. With the weight of your arms and the weight of your torso, your abs should be working really hard to find stability, stillness. All right, 2 more. And left. All right, this next one, bring your arms back to center. Tuck your hips under. We finish little curls, up an inch. Lift, lift. All right, you definitely can hold on here. Even if I don't say that, you guys know that, right? We are finishing with these in a hold. You've got 30 more. Really squeeze your inner thighs tight, lifting up through your pelvic floor. Right? Your pelvic floor is the gateway to your abs. Finding that engagement all the way through the center of your body. Your shoulders stay away from your ears. Nice broad collarbone. Curl, curl. 6, 3, 2, freeze and hold. All right, make this the hardest moment of this exercise. Tuck your hips under more. Curl your ribs down, keep your neck long. 3, 10. Maybe take your arms a little bit wider, palms to the sky, shoulders down. Breathe. Maybe feel a little quaking in your abdominal region. We are gonna find a hip flexor stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles, lift your hips. Finding a nice stretch for your quads, your hip flexors. And then switch it out. Press the other ankle over top. Lift your hips up. All right, we are gonna grab our weights next. Come to standing. So if you've got light handheld weights, go ahead and grab them. Grab a sip of water if you need. All right. And then standing posture, bicep curls. Curl your arms up, down, curl, curl. All right. Like I said, nothing too, I don't know what the right word is. I was gonna say too crazy today, but I don't think the stuff we normally do is crazy, but just a lot of simple bar moves today, building that heat in our muscles, getting warm, Here in Denver, at least, it's pretty cool today, which is really nice. I'm not complaining about it, but it was 90 yesterday, so it was a bit of a surprise. But I'm feeling warm now. I kind of wish I'd cracked my window, actually. All right, curl. Next time. You want to find really awesome foundation, which starts in your feet. So push your feet down into whatever surface you're standing on. Like you're trying to make a footprint in that carpet, your yoga mat, the grass. Curl. All right, just a few more. Then we're gonna lift our arms up a little higher for hammer curls. So start to walk your arms up. Elbows come just an inch below your shoulders, and then turn your palms to face each other. You curl. Framing your face, you want to keep your elbows as narrow as you can, like they had magnets on the insides of your elbows. They're hugging in towards each other. Wrists are really nice and flat. All right, and thinking back to that posture we found in marching, right? Shoulders right over your hips. You've got a natural curve of your spine, but you're not leaning back. You might even feel like you're tucking your hips under just a little bit. All right, we're gonna hold it on the in and push up an inch, up an inch. This is like a slow pulse, just a little lift up, up. Like your forearms were on your upper arms, your triceps were on like a bookshelf. You just tap up. All right, 6 more. 3, 2. Now freeze and hold. Wrists really flat. You're gonna take your arms open for 2, down for 2, up for 2, and in for 2. Again, take it out and pull. Push and squeeze. Out. Pull. Push and squeeze. A little bit faster now. Out, down, push. Keeping your biceps tight as you work the top of your shoulder. Probably feeling that now. Down. Coming back to your position. Make sure your feet are on nice and straight. 3 more. You push. Squeeze, press, pull. Working in all directions. All right, last one up. Now you're gonna hold the down. Step your feet out wide, finding a nice wide turned out position. You're gonna drop your knees. Arms into your sides. Really nice lifted chest. You're gonna press your legs and arms back an inch. Push, 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 push. All right, feeling some heat on the back of your legs, back of your arms. Push, back, back. This is our first set of thigh work. So feeling the heat in your thighs. So maybe come a little bit lower. 4, 3, 2. Now hold that energy back. All right, you're gonna take your right arm, lift it up, take it up. 2, down. 2, left arm up. 2, down. 2. Just a few of these, just like what we were just doing, but now one arm at a time. So it feels a little different. Push and pull. And pull. All right, hold that down. Reach forward like you're giving somebody a hug. Shoulders down your back, chest nice and bright. Drop a little lower. You're gonna pull your arms one at a time. Pull, press, pull, press. All right, option to add a heel lift. Push. Always an option to drop your weights too. If you feel like your forearm is suffering, you can't keep the proper alignment, always good to drop your weights. plenty hard without your weights. All right, you got it. We are gonna go to full range of motion next. So could you come a little lower with your legs? Whew. Feel the burn. All right, here we go. Down, up, down, up. All right, that feels good for me. Always nice to get that change, right? Move in different ways. This is pretty much the only little bit of cardio we've got in this class today. So you can always go a little faster if that's what you're craving, or go a little slower if I'm going too fast for you today. It's the end of the weekend. I'm so glad you guys all joined me. I always think of this, it's kind of like a nap time class that you don't really feel like going to, but then when you do, you feel good, nice and energized for the week ahead. All right, 3 more. 2. All right, last one up. Now come down and hold. Lift your weights up to chest level. Drop your seat a little lower. We're gonna turn to the left. Tricep work. 3, 2, let's do it. Turn. All right, you're gonna find a hinge lunge. So that means you're gonna bend both knees and hinge forward just a little bit. Your front knee, your left knee, comes forward of your heel, but it's not over your toes. Back heel spikes high. Back leg matches your torso. Weights or no weights, lift your elbows high. Stretch your arms straight. You're gonna lift your arms up an inch, up an inch. Lift, 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 lift. All right, you can stay right here, focusing on the hold of your legs, or if your brain feels up to it, take a little pulse, pulse, pulse. Knees go down as arms go up. Push down into your front heel and feel your right hip dial forward and down. I kind of want to look at the screen, which is making me kind of open up this way. You want to fight that. Keep your shoulders and hips turning whatever direction your left foot is pointing. All right, you can do it. We just got 2 variations here. The next one's gonna add a little more movement. So come down to your lowest position and hold. All right, turn your palms to face the floor. You're gonna rise up halfway. Your arms are gonna come out to your sides, but not in front of you too far. And then come back down. It's up a little and down. Up just a little. Down, lift your arms. Up just a little. Squeeze your arms tight. Up just a little. Lower. Halfway up. All the way down. Halfway up. All the way down. You got it. 3 more. Down. Don't come up all the way. You can do it. Last one, halfway up. Hold the down. All right, bring your hands forward. Shoulders lift. 20 pulses. Down, down, down. Focus on your legs here. We took the arms out of it for this finish. You got it. Just 12. 8. You can do it. A little lower. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come back to center. All right, legs wide. Arms forward. Palms to the floor. You're going to take yourself up for 2. Down for 2. Lift. And drop. Breathe up. Stop your hands right under your shoulders. Lift. Up. Finding big breaths here between sides. You can do this. Even though we're not moving fast, you might feel your heart rate up. Totally normal. All right, take your arms a little wider so they match the angle of your legs. 6 more here. Lift. Lower. Lift. Got it. 4 more. Knowing you can drop your weights. Sink as low as you can. All right, last one up. Come down. You're gonna take your arms all the way to the sides. You're gonna reach right, left, right, and left. Keep going. Left, right, left, left, right, left. Little oblique work. This low position, this is your hold for your legs. This is your hold for this wide turned out position. You can do it. Big reach for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, just freeze, hold, go lower. And then turn to the right, nice work. All right, finding that hinge lunge other side. Bend both knees. Shifting your weight forward, like 60% of your weight in your front foot. 40 in your back. Lift your elbows high. Stretch your arms straight. You're gonna lift your arms up 1 inch. Take it up, up, up. All right, you guys can tell I'm tired. I'm like, whew, trying to get my words. No worries. We are in this together. Just a half an hour today, so we are almost done. We've got about 7 or 8 minutes left. We've got this big grand finale for our thighs. Then we'll come to the floor, do some glutes. If you want, add the pulse of your legs. Take it down, down. Building the heat in your legs and your triceps. Hands stay above your glutes. Nice long neck, don't tuck your chin down. All right, you're gonna hold it down. Turn your palms to face the floor. Here's where we come halfway up, just halfway. Up for 2, down. It's up, halfway, lower, down. Up, a little, drop, low, up, and drop. This is where you're feeling it more in your glute. As you come up, push into your heel, lower down, up. Squeeze your triceps, pinkies closer together. All right, 2 more. Maybe come up just a little on this last one, then come down and hold. All right, squeeze your triceps, and then bring your hands forward. 20, 19, little pulses to finish. You got it. Go lower, keep that hinge at the waist. Push into your heel. You can do it. 8 more. 6, 4, 2, and stand on up. Nice work, set your weights to the side. Grab a quick quadricep stretch. 1 foot in 1 hand. Push your hand in your foot. Ooh, maybe grab some water. We're gonna finish class on the floor. We'll be on our backs. Go ahead and stretch your other side. Nice quadricep stretch. Push your foot into your hand. Pull up on your foot with your hand. All right, I'm gonna adjust our angle just a little bit. All right, you can bring your weights with you if you want a little extra work. You're gonna come down to a bridge position. So, feet plant. I'm gonna push my chair a little bit, there we go. All right, if you wanna use weights, you can bring them to your hips. Your feet are just hip distance apart. You're gonna lift your hips up, hovering then just an inch off the floor, maybe 2 inches. You should just be able to get your fist under your tailbone. Your shoulders are down your back. You can push your hands down into the floor or let them lightly hold the weights. My weights always fall off if I don't. From here, you're just gonna lift your hips up an inch, lift, lift. All right. If your weights are balanced or you're not using them, always an option to reach your hands to the sky. That's gonna add a little more work for your abs, a little more balanced work, and a little more weight for your abs and glutes. Take it, lift, lift, lift. All right. We are gonna isolate one side at a time. I'll talk you through those options, but if you understand the options, if you've been here before, you can always go a little bit ahead of me. Work a little harder. All right, you're gonna hold the up. If you've got weights there on your hips, bring them into your hands, reach into the sky. All right, push down through your right foot, and then pop your left heel up off the floor. All right, this is position 1. You can stay right here. Position 2 is to float your left leg into a rooftop position. Position 3, stretch your legs straight. From here, you're gonna lift your hips really slow. Up an inch, down an inch. Lift, lower. Up, down. Lift, lower. All right. You want your hips really level. If you're taking that lifted leg option, think of swinging your hips up towards your lifted leg, towards the left. All right, lift and lower. 6. You got to really push down through your heel. Last 3, 2. All right, hold that up position. Lower your leg a little bit lower and take your arms a little bit behind you. Hold it here. Keep your hips level. Push down through your right foot. Try to squeeze your inner thighs closer. Hold for 3, for 2, and then bring your weights back to your hips. Lift it up an inch. Up, up. All right, reestablishing that hip distance position. Legs just hip distance apart. Feet are on totally straight. You're not turning your toes out. We're gearing up for the other side. We are almost done with class. This is it. We do this. One final ab hold, then we stretch. Lift. You can do it. All right. Pause at that just barely lifted position. Reach your weights to the sky. Push down through your left foot. Lift your right heel up. Great place to be, where you can lift your leg to rooftop. Or lift your legs straight to the sky, pull it closer to your face. Lift up an inch, lower. Slow lift, lower, lift, lower. The lift comes from the push down into your left heel. That translates to a lot of work in your left hamstring, your left glute. Think push to lift, push to lift. It's not momentum. Swinging your hips up to the right. Push to lift. 4 more. That's it. 3, 2. All right, hold that lift. Take your leg a little bit lower. Take your arms back. Hold it here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to your sides. Reach your feet up to the sky. Hold. You're gonna find this final hold for your abs. Squeezing your legs together. Use your upper rectus abdominals to lift you up as high as you can. And when you get there, maybe you reach your arms forward. You got it. This is the last moment of class. This is where you work a little harder. Don't give up now. We're gonna stretch before you know it. Could you come up a little higher? Press your belly down. Hold it here. 10. You can do it. We're gonna stretch our quads. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Hug your knees into your chest. Find a little rock side to side. And then cross your left ankle over your right knee. Weave your hands through. Figure 4 stretch. Push your knee away. Whew. You guys made it. Nice 30-minute workout. Please stay and stretch if you can. Sometimes this is the best, most important part. All right, release in between sides, find a happy baby. Push your feet up into your hands. Pull down with your hands on your feet. You can find a little rock side to side. And then figure 4 on the right. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, weave your hands through. Push your knee away. Keeping your left foot a little higher than your knee, both feet flexed. One more breath in. All right, and then just rock and roll. And find a nice standing position. All right, come up to standing. You're going to bring your feet right under your hips. Bend your knees, find a little hinge forward at the waist. Reach your arms forward. And then from here, take them out to a nice wide T. Hold that T, squeeze your shoulder blades down your back, drawing your shoulder blades down and in, and then come back to center. Hands touch. We'll do that one more time. Bring your arms back. Squeezing your shoulder muscles. All right, arms come down. This time we're gonna take it to a Y. Lift your arms up. Turn your thumbs back behind you. Draw your shoulders down your back. And then slowly bring your hands forward. One more time. All right, then rise up, find a little swing. Arms come side to side. All right, I lost you guys for a second. Hopefully I won't lose you again. We're gonna finish with a tricep stretch. Lift your arms, grab a hold of one elbow, push your head back to your arm. All right, and then release. Other side tricep stretch. All right, I'm gonna turn off my music, use less Wi-Fi. See if that helps our streaming. Okay, let's take one last big breath in. Breathe in and exhale. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you guys for joining me, my 50th class. If you're in Denver, I'm gonna be doing some in the park classes. My first, if you can hear me, October 4th in City Park, email me to reserve a spot. It's free, my first class. I would love to see you from a distance in person. We will be following COVID protocols, not too close, outside. So message me if you want to sign up or want more information. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. I will send an email with my classes this week coming up soon. So have a great day. Nice job, everybody. Awesome. I can't wait either, Ashley.